Okay, let me just quickly check in with the final little bit of this delicious section in Canto 35, or Orlando Furioso, where John the Evangelist, the disciple who is apparently a writer himself, delivers a diatribe on why you should really, really, really court the writers if you want if you want if you want fame, and B, if you don't want notoriety. Him making the example that Homer makes Agamemnon win the war. The Trojan cowardly and weak he shows. Although the suitors so persistent are, Penelope is faithful to her spouse. But if for the truth you are particular, like this, quite in a reverse the story goes. The Greeks defeated, Troy victorious, and chased Penelope notorious. And the thing about consider Dido, that, basically, she is thought by all to be a whore because Vergilius was not her friend. Um, and there's a whole thing here of like Augustus is held up high, and while Nero is condemned. So like, if you want to, you could be as evil as Nero, but if he had courted writers, he would have great fame and great thing, which doesn't isn't far from the truth, but it is definitely a plea. There's hilarious thing here where he goes, of heroes who could saying like, all these famous heroes, of heroes could surpass them, but we see their valor and their deeds enhanced in song. For their descendants, like Este, is hopefully going to reward Ludvigo Aristo. For their descendants had so lavishly rewarded poets for their eulogies with gifts of villas, farmlands, palaces. We're really, he's pushing it to such a high degree that it's like, oh, isn't this funny? Could you pay my salary, please, man? It's just like, you can really feel the financial woes of Ludvigo Aristo coming through, and the frustrations of like, this is important. These words will make you live on forever. And it's interesting that within this great poem that does in some way make the Este name live on when it wouldn't, even though I can't remember which Este this is. I have to look that up yet again. There's a whole lot of complaints about how cheap and miserly some patrons, I wouldn't name names, but some patrons are, which I can see maybe pissing off old man Este at this point. I'm assuming he's an old man. He'll be an old man at one point, and then he was dead. All right, I will leave it there. Canto. So yes, that is up to stanza 30 of Canto 35. All right, more videos later.